Hello my beautiful people, this is Lynn Afros once again with a cooking vlog from the village here in Kenya, Africa. And today we're going to cook with you brown ugali, which is made up of water and a mixture of sorghum and finger millet flour. And then we're going to take it with our traditionally cooked fish right here in our kitchen. Come with me. So this is the cooking process of the brown ugali. I started with cold water, and once the water was hot enough, I mixed in my flour. The intention is to make sure that the two marry together to give you a fine consistency, because you obviously do not want to have any lumps in your ugali. Leave a sweet comment for your girl down below and let me know if this is a common meal from your region in the world where you come from. In my village, we believe this is best taken with, accompanied with meat, any type of meat. It could be white or red meat. And so today we're going to take it with fish, because I think the myth is it cannot be sweet if taken with just vegetables. So we sweeten it up with a stew of meat, any meat of your choice. Our ugali is ready, so we're going ahead to pack it in a hot pot to keep it warm until we're done with our fish. Earlier today, I went to the market and bought this amazing fish. My area is best known for amazing fish, which is an advantage to me because I come from the Luo Nyanza part of Kenya, Africa. So I'll go ahead to prepare the ingredients for frying the fish. The fish is already deep fried, so I'll just prepare the ingredients to make the stew. We have a cucumber, an eggplant, onions, white and the spring onions, and tomatoes. So I'll set my saucepan on the fire, and once it's dry, I'll put my cooking oil. Now in this case, I only measure using my eyes, so forgive me if I don't mention any measurements. You know where I come from? We usually joke that you put in ingredients until your ancestors whisper, enough. Enough, my girl, that's enough. And that's what I'm going with today. So we are cooking 2 big fish, and I'm going in with my ingredients that are already chopped. I'll start with my cucumber and eggplant mixed with the white part of the spring onion, and fry them until the onions are golden brown. I like my cucumber and eggplant well cooked. Once they're brown, I'll go in with the onions and the leaves of the spring onion, the leaves of the spring onion and the tomatoes. And here in the village, we do not use a lot of spices, but I'll spice up my fish stew using 2 simple ingredients. I'll use the soy sauce right here, the dark soy sauce from Santa Maria, a little bit just to enhance the taste. I'll also use a pinch of salt to taste. And I'll also use curry powder to further enhance the taste of the stew. Because I'm taking this with the kids, I'll not be putting much pepper. I know of countries in the world that really love pepper, but in my region, we do not really fancy pepper. But it's optional. If you want to, you can add it later on, the chili, from the garden, or you can even cook with it if everyone that's going to share the meal is okay with it. So for today, I'll just go with the soy sauce, the salt, and the curry powder, enough to taste, to enhance the taste, that is. My stew is almost ready. So now I'll add a bit of warm water and let it simmer for a while. Once again, you get to choose how much stew you want. According to your preference, you might want it to be a wet fry, in which case you'll just only add a bit of water. But in my case, I wanted a stew, so that's the amount of water I used. So as we wait for it to simmer, get to enjoy our nature. I swear this is the best fish in the entire world, tilapia fish at least. Disclaimer, I come from the lake region and we get this fresh from the lake. And because it's a freshwater lake, I really love the taste. It's Lake Victoria fish, the biggest lake shared between East African countries like Kenya and Tanzania. So we let it simmer because it was already deep fried. And because our fire has gone down, let's enhance it a little bit. We're using these dry cobwebs. These are from last season's harvest, maize harvest. We preserve them because they make really good firewood, saving us a lot. And it's even eco-friendly because now we conserve and preserve the environment by disposing of this waste in a useful manner, recycling. Now the hard task here is to get the fire going again. We need to blow it, and this is definitely not an easy task because the smoke is all over your face. But then again, you got to do what you need to do, and it pays. We have our fire. Our fire is going, and in a few minutes, our food is gonna be ready. Look at the fire now all lit up, and we're ready to serve. This right here is our brown ugali. We're going to eat it with the fish stew. And being Africa, we're a community. We love sharing. So we're going to share this as a family, and it was sure delicious. Thank you so much for watching this far. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog as much as we enjoyed creating it for you. We sure had fun. My family had fun eating outdoors. The meal was amazing. We have a sharing culture in Africa, so the meal was delicious. That was it from us. We really enjoyed the meal. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed creating it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what you think about this traditional meal. I love you.